What is going on, everybody? Crypto Kid here, coming at you guys again with another video, guys. In this one, we are going to be talking about my top cryptocurrency investment right now. Just a quick recap of last week. Bitcoin ended up dumping tremendously, which of course tanked the rest of the market. Basically, what we saw was that the U.S. inflation rate was about 4.25%, if my memory serves me well. And on top of that, Elon Musk was coming down on Bitcoin, no longer allowing Teslas to be bought with Bitcoin in pointing to the fact that Bitcoin mining is still incredibly draining of energy, and that's horrible for the environment. So who knows, maybe he has a trick up his sleeve and he's going to start an environment-friendly Bitcoin mining facility. That's one of the theories I've heard. But regardless, what Elon said obviously was not bullish for Bitcoin right now. Tesla did keep their investment, so that's obviously has to tell you something. But now everyone's just kind of trying to see where the market's going to shape out, and we could be seeing a dip further. Obviously, I hope not, but we're just going to have to kind of wait and see. Regardless, what this does is it opens up opportunities inside the market for coins that we're seeing a pump when all of this went down. And so we're able to kind of get in on those coins, get a second chance if we started to miss them, and go ahead and just kind of load up those bags, and hopefully that we took some profits along the way and we have some money on the sidelines to come back in at times like this. So regardless, let's get into the coin I want to talk about today, which is Teller. So Teller is an Oracle project like Chainlink or Band Protocol. Did mention it last week if any of you saw that video, but regardless, we're back at it and it is better than ever. So essentially what brought my attention to Teller is that it follows one of my biggest and most successful investing strategies, and that is it's been added to a major exchange like Coinbase. It was also just added to Crypto.com last week, and it's already on Binance under the USDT pair and the BTC pair. And when we look at the market cap, it's only 160 million, which is the lowest on all of Coinbase. And if you mean to tell me that a coin like Teller, which does have potential in the Oracle market, which is just starting to develop as we speak, Teller is below coins like District OX with no use case whatsoever, or a coin like Orchid OXT, let's say, which is a VPN proxy, which should not be valued at $212.1 million. Right now, it's just kind of silly for Teller to be this low, and the fact that it just got added to Coinbase and didn't see the usual pump is what I love, because we go to one like Isaac RLC, which essentially, once it got added to Coinbase, saw this major price increase. We went all the way from around $4 all the way up to over $16 at one point. And this was just pure hopium, massive 4x there. And then, Bitcoin starts to dump, RLC kind of goes with it. And now it's still floating around 875. So we still saw like over 100% increase. So that's obviously solid. But regardless, going back to Teller here, we basically didn't really see that rise of 400%, let's say. Because looking back at the month when it got added, we basically just saw a steady increase. Obviously, this is probably reacting to some Coinbase news. I'm not sure when exactly it listed. It was either in this area or this area. But regardless, we either went from 84 to 130 or like 100 to 110 up to 163. I want to say it was around here. So regardless, we literally only went from 83 at the lowest to just touching 160 for an hour there at the highest. So that was barely a 2x. And then we look at the market caps, and Teller's is considerably lower than Isaac's regardless. So that basically just doesn't really add up when we're looking at $650 million market cap versus 150. And basically what this means is that this pump for Teller has been delayed basically. And that will come eventually, and I put my money on that. As long as the entire market doesn't tank, which obviously we'd all be screwed anyways. As long as the entire market doesn't tank and we do start to see those green days, what's going to happen is Teller is going to start gaining some traction. We've seen this story play out a million times before. What happens is Teller starts to go, and then we look at the people selling, and there's absolutely no sell pressure all the way up to basically 2x. So this is obviously always bullish when you look at the mid-market price and you're able to see all the way up to basically 2x. And the cost is less than $1.4 million on Coinbase Pro. So it's going to be very easy for this price to climb. And then what happens is this thing starts flying up. Everyone starts buying. All of these sell orders just start to diminish. And then we keep rising. More people are seeing, oh my God, look at Teller's trending right now. It's just up 80% today, or it's up 100% today. We got to get in on this coin. it can still go because the market cap, even if it doubles, is still only $300 million. They start telling their friends about it. They start telling their friends about it, so on and so forth. Some people start to buy the top. Teller starts to come down, and I literally know exactly what's going to happen because I've seen it happen 50 times before with all these coins. Teller starts to move. Eventually, it starts to drop back, but so many people bought the top, and they want it to come back so bad that they start tweeting about it. They start posting about it. They start telling their friends about it. This still has room to run. People start buying back in. That support gets developed, and then boom, we start pushing to the higher levels. So basically what I'm saying is if you buy in right now, before any of this plays out, you're going to get the absolute best price. So we're looking at $96, and then when we're at like 180 or 270 or whatever, and people are still looking to push the price, you're just going to be sitting pretty. Your floor is going to be super high, and you can be comfortable with those gains. A lot of people are going to have bought the top, and a lot of people aren't going to sell, is I guess what I'm getting at. So basically, your gains are going to be secured because you bought this asset at such a low price. It really cannot go much lower, is the point. No Coinbase asset is below $150 million. It's not going to go much lower than this. So go ahead, buy in, and then just kind of wait for this entire thing to play out. So just a little more information on Teller. The circulating supply versus the total supply is tremendous. We basically are already seeing a 96% of the supply currently in circulation, which if you guys don't know is great because nobody can dump onto the market in the future. The fully diluted market cap is only $164 million. So when you look at an asset like, let's say, Band Protocol, which is a very low circulating supply compared to the total supply, it goes ahead and it scares away investors because they think they're going to go ahead and buy into Band, and then the next week or the next month they're going to get dumped on, and their money is going to lose value. So this is obviously great. It gives the investors a lot more control over what's going on, and it just kind of allows the price to flow a lot more freely and easily, frictionless, if you will. So super excited about TRB. Just to kind of share some numbers with you, we're going to come over to my calculator. I know this is not the cleanest setup here, but I just kind of ran some numbers for fun before the video started. And we're basically looking at if Chainlink, which is its main competitor, were to go to a $200 price, and then TRB was able to capture 10% of that market cap, we'd be looking at a 57x. If it were to capture 25% of that market cap with Chainlink at $200, we'd be looking at a 29x. And then looking at Chainlink's current market cap, a little more realistic. If Teller were to capture 10% of Chainlink's current market cap at any point this year, mind you, so even if Chainlink goes higher, we're still going off of the current market cap, which is only $18.8 billion. We're looking at 12.2x from TRB. And if it captured just, ladies and gentlemen, 5% of Chainlink's current market cap after a dip, we'd still be looking at a 6.1x. So this is one that I just absolutely would love to put my money on, and I'm doing what I say. I do have a lot of my portfolio in TRB. Super excited about where this can go. The sky is the limit for this one, and it's just the floor is so high you don't really have to be too nervous about it. So anyways, let me know in the comments if you guys enjoyed today's video, if you're going to go ahead and buy some TRB. Reminder, this is not financial advice. Do not buy or sell based on anything I do or say. Make sure to do your own research. I'll see you all in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Peace.